We are all on our own paths. We are all on our own journeys. Sometimes paths cross, people arrive at crossing points at the same time, greetings and pleasantries are exchanged, and then they move on. But sometimes pleasantries become deeper links. Hands are joined, and love takes flight. And this is how it has been for Stephanie and Evan. The joining of their paths has led them to this day, the place they feel they were always meant to be. And we, those who love them, are also meant to be here. So let us bring forth the best of who we are into this enchanting space, and together create for them an unforgettable ceremony. And so we can focus with the lens of our hearts. Let's be sure to put away cameras and cell phones, trusting the photographers to catch the magical moments for us. rise for the bride. You may be seated. It's a wonderful thing to see a father so proud to walk his daughter down the aisle. It's beautiful. We are gathered here in the spirit of love to unite Stephanie and Evan in marriage. In the 11 years they have been together, their love for each other has deepened and strengthened. They are more than ready for this day. They recognize this is a sacred ceremony. They look forward to sharing with you both the joys and the seriousness of their vows to be spoken. How grateful they are that you, family and friends, have come to share this day with them. I understand that most of you are from the Shell Lake area. Some of Stephanie's family is from Indiana, others from Minnesota. A few of you have come a greater distance from Texas. It has been said when one travels for love, 100 miles is as one, and we hope that's been true for you. How fortunate we are that Stephanie and Evan have chosen the beautiful Florian Gardens to be married. This is one of the most romantic settings in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and it heightens the memories of their wedding day. You have come not only as guests, but as witnesses to this celebration, a high honor with its own sense of responsibility. Since the earliest marriage ceremonies were performed, witnesses were required to guarantee that the sacred promises spoken would be remembered and respected. So important were these witnesses that in some corners of the world, they were actually known as living candles, shedding light on the pathway formed by the couple's vows. Therefore, I ask all of you gathered here, will you illuminate the heart and the soul of this marriage with your best intentions for Evan and Stephanie as husband and wife? If so, please say, we will. Evan and Stephanie recognize that this ceremony reaches not only into their future, it also reaches into their past. And so they ask that we pause to honor and remember those much loved no longer with us. Love to be love is always given freely, willingly as a gift. It is not an equation. It is not a contract. It's the ground on which we stand. It's the oxygen in the air we breathe. In marriage, such love forms a unique commitment to one's beloved with a focus to love, not with an expectation to be loved. It carries a sense of honor and eternality. Its moral validity is dependent on your free choice. And so I ask you, Evan and Stephanie, do you come here today with an open heart and desire to be joined in marriage? If so, please say, we do.
We do.
As if there would be any doubt. We begin this ceremony with a blessing and words of gratitude. Such a blessing is important because how we approach this time together The degree of our attentiveness, our openness, and our receptivity determines what we will gain from it. And gratitude has been called the highest form of thought. We have been taught in all things to give thanks. We're grateful for you, Evan and Stephanie, for your faithful expression of love in the world. The ripples of influence your lives have already manifested. We're grateful for your parents, who were also high school sweethearts. Stephanie's parents, Jane and Bill, Evan's parents, Thomas and Patty. This is a significant day for you with your daughter and son being married. It's a time for you to reflect on the support you have generously provided for them over the years and all that you have done, up even to the last moment, to make this day possible. Also, your own marriages have been truly a great inspiration for them. We're grateful for your extended family and friends who form a strong network of support, reminding you you're never alone in the world. And we're grateful for Daisy, your spunky yellow lab, only a year old, who loves nothing more than to cuddle with you. Daisy is the one who completes your family for now. For all the ways we are connected as one, we are grateful. I would like to invite Stephanie's Aunt Lisa Clark to come forward for a reading.
The couple has chosen a scripture verse from 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails.
Thank you, Lisa. Sometimes the slightest things change the direction of our lives. The merest breath of a circumstance, a random moment that connects like a meteorite striking the earth. Bryce Courtney writes, lives have swiveled and changed direction on the strength of a chance remark or meeting, and such was your meeting in 2008. It changed everything. I don't know of another couple who shares so much history. You were students at the same primary, middle, and high school, but you never connected personally. And that shifted in your senior year, Evan, which was Stephanie's junior year. Evan, you became aware of Stephanie when she requested your jersey to wear for homecoming. More frequent communications between you began when Stephanie continued to ask if she could borrow your jersey. You looked forward to seeing each other. Your conversations were stimulating, and you found yourselves fascinated with each other. So, of course, you eventually began dating. Evan, there's just so much you love about Stephanie. Her integrity, her high standards, her self-reliance and responsibility. She is beautiful inside and out, thoughtful and kind, and you gratefully acknowledge the benefits of her organizational skills and motivation for your own life. And Stephanie, you appreciate Evan's expressions of loving care and admire his dedication to you in the ways he moves his profession along. He brings a lot of high energy, fun, and adventure to your life with his endless desire to try new things. You're attracted to his playfulness, his inventiveness, his enthusiasm, and imagination. You are both accomplished individuals and have worked hard to attain your professional status. Evan, following high school and completing your college criminal justice program, in 2013 you completed a year-long training program with the State Patrol and then were deployed in 2015 for a year in Afghanistan. And on your return home, you began work for the State Patrol K-9 unit with your dog, Rocky. Stephanie, after 4 years of college, you joined the Air National Guard, then returned to grad school, and now hold that wanted school counseling position. All of this came at a great personal sacrifice for the two of you. You were apart during college, seeing each other only on weekends. During Evan's deployment, your connection was limited to social media, phone calls, and care packages sent to Evan in Afghanistan. Finally in July of 2017, Evan, you knew it was time for that proposal to Stephanie. And you made sure it was in Iceland, a place she wanted to visit. And you chose an isolated area with two incredibly massive waterfalls. It was a long and winding rocky road to reach that waterfalls. And Evan, you mentioned to Stephanie how the road reflected the challenges you had to surmount in your relationship over the years. There is just so much drawing the two of you together. You share core values. You make it a priority to socialize with friends and family. You consider yourselves fortunate, and you are, to live in such close proximity to your parents. When quietly at home, you cherish opportunities to relax and walk by the lake. And when it comes to food preparation, Stephanie, you prefer to bake while Evan grills. However, you would both rather just go out to eat. There's so much you enjoy together. You have an affinity for the natural world and are drawn to the calming aspects of being near the water, exploring hiking and fishing. You love to travel, as it is transformative, allowing you to live in the moment. And travel opens up your perspectives, allowing you to develop patience and flexibility. Such lessons brought back home strengthen your relationship and make you a more understanding and compassionate couple. And those who know you well know you're also opposite to attract, like sun and moon, earth and sky. Stephanie, you describe yourselves as being the more serious one, while Evan draws on his sense of humor. The laughter he ignites in your relationship is so important because laughter has been called the shortest distance between two people. Stephanie, as we say, you keep everything well organized, and Evan is more content to just let things be as they are. And Evan, your interest in options invites Stephanie into freedom of choice and more spontaneity, which is good for her spirit. Evan, no doubt you carry a contagious excitement about life, while Stephanie brings a sense of direction with a feeling that life is noble and meaningful. You continue to be fascinated by these differences, appreciating the balance between you, which stretches you both in such positive ways. As you look to your future, you will find your dream home by the water and begin a family when the time is right. For now, you just want to maintain and enjoy all that you have together. With so much aligned between you, you're more than ready for your vows. And what is a vow but your intention spoken into the world, so the world in hearing will support the aspirations of your hearts?
Stephanie, I love you, and I will always love you. I will continue to love you, even when you eat all the M&Ms out of my trail mix, and when you hit the snooze button 10 times in a row on my day off. You are my better half, and I'm a better person because of you. You are beautiful, smart, funny, hardworking, and most importantly, you are the most selfless and kind person I know. I promise to be the best person and husband I can be. I promise to support and encourage you in all that you do. I promise to remain faithful to you, now and forever. And I promise to do all these things in good times and in bad times. There will be trying times ahead. There will be days when I leave the seat up, and days that I leave you at home in my pursuit of hunting. But through everything we face, I vow to love you unconditionally.
Evan, you came into my life when I least expected it, at exactly the right time. No words on a piece of paper will ever come close to conveying the overwhelming love I have for you. You are my best friend. I love your sense of humor, your compassion, your kindness, the way you always brighten my day, your selflessness to serve others, and your loyalty to me and our relationship. I love that you have the ability to make my spinning world stand still, to remind me why we are here and what is most important in life. I love how you love me and that I can be myself 100% of the time. Thank you for continuously encouraging me to chase my dreams. Little did I know that on October 25th, 2008, my life would forever be changed. It hasn't always been easy, through distance, deployments, and life's ups and downs, but it has always been worth it. Today, in front of our family and friends, I promise to be faithful to you, to always encourage you, to be kind, honest, patient, and forgiving, and to be there through both the good and challenging times. I promise to learn and grow with you, even as time and life change us both. I vow to maintain a sense of humor and adventure and to limit my list making. You and I both know how indecisive I can be at times, but if there is one decision in my life that I know is the right one, it's to spend the rest of my life with you. I will continue choosing you over and over again for the rest of our lives. We grew up together, and I look forward to growing old with you. I am so blessed and lucky to call you my husband as we go forward in our lives together. With my whole heart, I take you as my husband. I love you.
We turn now to the exchange of rings. And who is the keeper of the rings? You take it out of the box. Thank you. As you hold each other's hands, look at the rings, and you'll notice they form circles. Circle is the symbol of wholeness, perfection, peace, and love. They're worn on the third finger of your left hand because of an ancient belief that a vein from that finger goes directly to the heart. And as you give your rings, you give your heart. And there's no greater gift to give. Do you want to take her ring? Steph, you take his ring. Evan, I'll have you go first. Stephanie, as I give you this ring,
Say that again.
Stephanie, as I give you this ring,
Stephanie, as I give you this ring,
I take you as my wife,
I take you as my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
promise to be true to you,
promise to be true to you,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or poorer,
for richer or poorer,
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Evan, as I give you this ring,
Evan, as I give you this ring,
I take you as my husband,
I take you as my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
promise to be true to you,
promise to be true to you,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Now, as you continue to hold the hands of the one that belong in yours, these are the hands of your best friend, your husband, your wife. These are the hands that will guide and protect you. These are the hands that will comfort you and keep you safe. These are the hands that will work and play with yours as you build your future together. These are the hands that will hold your family as one. Cherish your hands as you cherish each other. We move now to the sand ceremony. Stephanie and Evan have chosen to commemorate their marriage through a sand ceremony because of their love of the natural world. Just as sand is created from forces which shape it into the finest particles, so has the force of love shaped each of you and brought you to this day. As each grain of sand holds its own story, so do your lives hold their own stories. Celebrate and affirm your differences. Be supportive of your strengths, tender toward your weaknesses. Laugh together, cry together. Be comforted always by each other's presence. Coming near the close of this ceremony. Following the recessional, you will be dismissed by ushers and invited to cocktail hour, where Evan and Stephanie will be available, so you may greet them informally. They do not want to miss any of you, so be sure to take time to find them. The reception, of course, you're all invited, follows the cocktail hour. You should be seated by 5 p.m., and they hope that you will stay for dancing into the evening. And now for the marriage blessing. Stephanie and Evan, may the sun of many days and years shine upon you. May the love you have for one another grow and hold you close. May the light within you guide your way on together. May your dreams come true. And when they don't, may new dreams arise. And long years from now, may you look at each other and be able to say, because of you, I have lived the life I always wanted to live. Because of you, I have become the person I longed to be. Stephanie and Evan, you have come together today before us as your witnesses, and you've expressed your desire to become husband and wife. You have pledged to the other your lifelong commitment and devotion through your vows, the giving and receiving of rings. Therefore, by the authority of your love for each other, the support of family and friends gathered here, it is my greatest honor as an officiant for the states of Wisconsin and Minnesota to declare you to be husband and wife. Evan, the moment you've been waiting for, you may kiss your incredibly beautiful bride. Friends and family, it's my pleasure to be the first to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Evan and Stephanie Fox. Please join me in wishing them a long and happy life together.
So do you remember with your white dress on? It was the end of December. Oh, look how the